Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw right away is Vick. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Raynitzky able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. Another try after the first down sack. Vick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Vick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
That opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll probably do better here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Vick. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Check match, check 19 right. Check contact, check contact. 50 contact, 50 contact.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against the defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A quick throw complete to Fitzgerald. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Vick. This is Casper catching it out right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris McAllister. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in third and what they call manageable to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on second down? The big man puts them in position to make it third and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a second chance at it to try and pick up the first down.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
A second down throw for Vick. This is brought in by Casper. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Vick now.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Quick throw out wide by Vick. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Marshawn Lynch. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
That's a 32-yard line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by the Hall of Famer, Casper. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. On third down, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They're going to try and throw. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And he is going to have the Steelers first down, it would appear. Yes, he does by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. On the stop, it's Ray Nitschke. In on the tackle there, Ray Nitschke, and his heyday, it was before my day, it was before your day, but he was something else.
Look, I can still see that 6'6" on his jersey, and him rattling running backs and getting after quarterbacks. He used to wrap his forearms up, and he just hit a big flipper and come up and thump people in the chest. He was an absolute marvel playing in the linebacker position, especially right there in the middle. A Hall of Famer in 1978, and deservedly so.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second and 5 now. Vick, this is caught. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Michael Vick in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over at 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Bledsoe. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They're running. Tomlinson. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 27, Vic. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Second down and back to Tomlinson. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Dickerson on the handoff. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 114 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO. Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Tomlinson. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far. Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. On 3rd down, they go to Dickerson. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll try and run for it.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The throw on second down from Vick, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Vick to throw it. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence? The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Inside give to Dickerson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 126 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Running it with Dickerson. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made there by Chris McAllister. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Back to the ground, this time with Tomlinson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Takes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bledsoe. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Bledsoe. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, Bledsoe. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Dave Casper, 48 yards. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
First down, the run with Lynch. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Drop 50, drop 50.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
18 11. Right there, hurt. Left wing, 19. 7 Pirates.
Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Vic. 20. 10. 5. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory.